It's the start of a new project, a fresh idea, something that you've been wanting to do for a while. You're excited, energized, and you can already imagine what it feels like when it's done. It feels amazing. That initial surge of enthusiasm, it's really powerful, captivating. But then reality kicks in. You hit a speed bump, and suddenly you're not as far along as you thought you'd be. It doesn't feel quite so easy. This happens to all of us. We often overestimate how quickly and easily we'll get something done. We also underestimate the roadblocks. We can fail to anticipate potential delays, and we can fail to really dig into the amount of effort that's going to be required to get it done. Starting, that is rarely the hard part. What's hard is sustaining the momentum. That's where the real work begins. Because every meaningful project has a messy middle. Things take longer than expected. You face setbacks. That sparkle of the idea starts to fade. And the finish line, wow, it just feels so far out. And this is the danger zone. The moment where your idea is not just at risk of stalling or shrinking, it's at risk of disappearing altogether. Because you start to question your capability, your team's capability. You might even look around for someone or something to blame. But what you really need to do is this: pause, slow down, examine, refocus, get really clear on what matters the most. Dig in, because the leaders who finish strong are the ones who can navigate their way through that messy middle. So if you're in this space right now, here's a few things that can help. Firstly, reconnect to the goal. Why does it matter to you? Because when you're really clear on that goal, the intention, you can tune out the noise and tune out distractions. 2, chunk the work down. Big goals are overwhelming. Break them down into smaller, more manageable parts. That way, it's easier to see that there's progress. That's motivating. 3, celebrate that progress, the milestones, acknowledge the wins, even if they're small. Once again, that fuels momentum. 4, focus where it counts. Not everything matters equally. So apply the 80-20 rule and spend your time where it's going to have the greatest impact. Number 5, stay agile and be honest. Honest about what's working, what's not working, so you can refine and adapt and keep learning as you go. And that's important because that finish line, it's not always fixed. Your goals can shift and change a little bit as you go along the way. Your ambitions might be altered. That's not failure, that's progress, because you are understanding more about what it is that you are doing as you're working through that messy middle. So what you want to do, stay the course, keep going, and trust that the progress you're making, especially when it feels hard, is exactly what will get you through to the end.